Hi, I'm Chris, this is Miller Plays, and today we are embarking on what is probably going to be the most common rebuild save out there. We're taking on Vitesse. Vitesse Armen, who were relegated to the second division, fined and deducted points and put into administration, all the good fun stuff, and we're going to take them from the very bottom of the second division all the way back to the top division and hopefully challenging for Europe. Let's see how we get on. So there we have it. I have now been appointed Vitesse manager, and here is the current situation. Without a game played, we are on minus 12 points. So we're up against it, but it's not going to be beyond achieving. Certainly, currently, Vitesse have 18 points minus the 12, so they're sit on 6 points after 13 games. So they've won 5, they've drawn 3, lost 5, and are basically 8 points away from safety at the moment. I think it's the bottom 2 that go down. If not, it's 9 from FC Eindhoven, who are on 15 along with MVV. And it's Jong AZ that are in 18th place with 14 points at the moment. So yeah, this should be a case of we can achieve this, but how far up can we get in this first season? That is going to be the big question. Rightio, looking at their squad straight away, we have 2 players at 30 or above. So both of them are our best 2 players, a defensive midfielder in Marco Shakora and a left back or left wing back in Alexander Butner. By far and away our best 2 players, and he certainly doesn't look too bad. And Marco Shakora, the German, he's not an international, that's a shame. It would have been nice to say German international, but no. The German defensive midfielder, who has, by the looks of it, been around the block somewhat. Never been sold, always been released. So they're our best 2 players, but we do have a bunch of players with a bunch of potential, and look at the ages. So this is sort of my prime territory. It's some of these players, and this guy here, for instance, he's 22 apparently. That's a mighty fine beard for a 22-year-old. Hasn't got a great deal of pace, but bags of potential. Could be a good first division player. He's a leading second division player. So all in all, it looks like they've got a fairly decent squad. B team, there's some youngsters in there as well, so we could promote a couple of them. 2 of them are central midfields. And then in the under-19s, we've got potentially a goalkeeper as well. So he's 5'10". He needs a little bit of a growth spurt. We've got Robke van Paul, a centre-back who's 6'2", who could, if he had pace, he would be ideal. But yeah, there is a lot of potential at this club. So I should imagine we are 1.2 million in the red. Debts and loans don't look spectacular, do they? We've got a state loan of 5.6 million that is due in 21 years. So at least it's only 13 grand a month. And if we have a look at recruitment, we have 60,000 available, but we are 700 into the red on our wage budget already. So it's not going to be a case of we can do much in the way of the transfer market, I don't think. But I'm sure we can do a little bit here and there. It might be that we look to, say, Mr. Fantastic Beard, you're worth over £1 million. That would clear a lot of our debt and release some wages, some budget. It might be a case we do that. Or we just look at some players like these and just try and get them out on loan. So I'm not playing an attacking midfielder. He's an attacking midfielder. He hasn't got a great deal of pace. So yeah, someone like him, he can go out on loan. Hopefully that will reduce the wage bill, and we can see what we can do. Right, I'm now going to spend a few weeks getting this team in order, and then we will be back just before the start of the season. Okay, apologies. I recorded this, but then discovered I didn't have any sound. I've clicked next, set the season to simulate, and then suddenly realised I didn't have any sound. So I've quickly stopped the simulation. So we're in September, but the summer has gone, and these are the players that went out. The Israeli attacking midfielder Yuval Rahman has gone out on loan. Schwartz, another attacking midfielder, went out on loan. And then Justin Bakker, a centre-back whose contract is expiring, also went out on loan, so we won't see him again. We brought in Jonathan Bland, a defensive midfielder, a youngster from Barnsley. Yuya Ikashita, a central midfielder. He's come in on a free. He came in from Den Bosch. We signed Chardy Landu, a career Dutch. I guess he could be Dutch. I was going to say a career Dutchman, but he's from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He's a left winger. And if we check his personal, is it because that's just nationalities? So he is Dutch, but has chosen his parents' nationality. We then had two players that we had offers accepted for right before we started the season. So there was Emmanuel Adebagoyega. He's come in from Norwich on not much money, 30% of his wages. And then Mosquera from Aston Villa for no wage contribution. So two young defenders in on loan, and by the looks of it, our director of football has brought in a right back. We've got a young right back. I'm not sure why we've selected him. So he has only played the once, but has assisted twice. So when did he come in? 19th. So has been a month, so he's not playing regularly, so that's okay. I'm not going to show you anything else. We are at the time of the start of the season, we're 200 to 1 outsiders. There are 4 teams below us with no. The bookies weren't giving them odds, so we are very unlikely to win the league. But fingers crossed, we should have enough in the tank to finish above those 4 at least. We do have the minus 12 points, so that is also taken into account while we're at 200 to 1, I'm guessing. And the board have got no expectations. They said we're going to finish bottom. So providing we don't get relegated, we're going to be in a job for next year. So that is Vitesse. Right, I'm now going to sim the season properly, and hopefully this is all recorded properly this time around. And just like that, we are back. And if I were to move me, let's move me because that does look rather horrendous over there. Yeah. What a way to finish the season. 2-3. 2-3. 1-2. 2-4. 0-1. 2-3. But all that didn't matter because we finished 17th. We had 35 points, which would have really equated to 47. So we could have finished around about 12th. Jong AZ, I'm assuming they can't go up because Jong AZ is AZ Alkmaar's second team. So I'm guessing Eindhoven, Valvik. I don't. The promotion. They've got that. Whatever happened, there's some promoted teams. There's no mention of relegation, so we weren't relegated. Doesn't matter. Yeah, there we have it. We did go in the Dutch Cup by the looks of things. It was won by a team called Ajax. Very good for cleaning floors, if I remember rightly. I'm guessing we must. Let's go back. It was Ajax versus PSV, look. Sparta Rotterdam and Fortuna Sittard. Third round. There we go. We lost to ADO Den Haag in the third round. So in the second round, we'd have beaten Quick Boys 5-2. Wow, who are Quick Boys? No idea. You and me both. And did we? Yes, we played in the first round as well. We beat Scheveningen 6-1. Do we go in the preliminary second preliminary round? No, we don't. So we join in the first round, and yeah, we had 2 wins in the cup. Yes, get in there. Right, our financial situation. We have a balance. We have net debts of only 2.3 million now. How's about that then? What's happened there? I've no idea. We've obviously income this month 4 million. What have we had this month? 4 million. That's what we've had this month. Does it tell you what it was? It doesn't. Onto the club site. Do we see any sponsorship or anything like that? Transfers out. 1.2 million. That's where some of it came from. Yuya Ikashita, the player I signed, I like to say I signed, is gone for 1.2 million. What a boy. What a signing. I ought to be given hero status. He's gone to Excelsior after having a quite decent season. While we're there, we'll look at the goal scorers for us. Zombrano, he was a winger. He's still a winger. He came in on loan. He got 18 goals, 5 assists. Banis, who is our striker, not a very good one by the looks of it. Moroccan. He got 10 goals, 5 assists. Elias Huth, he's 29. He got 9 goals and 3 assists. He's not very good either. Then we've got Landu. My boy, he came in 7 goals, 13 assists, and he's on quite a lot of money for not a lot of performance, but we won't mention that. Yao Pinto got a couple of 5 goals. He's 22. Right, that means this guy, Banis, is going to be banished from the club. He's open to talking to other teams. There we go. You can go and talk to him as soon as they give us some money. Hoof, how about you? Oh, look, he's wanted already. End of his contract's expiring. He's going anyway. So bye-bye, Hoof. So we're going to have a youngster in Yao Pinto as one of our main strikers next season. Alfie Harrison, midfielder, he played 36 times. We signed him from Newcastle. No idea who he is. That was obviously our director of football signing. Mosquera. Doesn't look too bad now, does he? He came in, paid him nothing, and he's improved dramatically. So some of these youngsters coming in on loan has certainly paid off for Norwich and Newcastle. Villa. This guy doesn't look too bad at all, does he? 6'3". Look at the pace. Wow. Who's he joining? He's joining NEC. So we've basically just given a player to NEC. Marvellous. Jonathan Bland came in. He played 20-odd games. Not too bad. Didn't do too badly. Thank you and good night. Thank you, Barnsley. Yeah. Solomon Banner is still quite a decent right back. And yeah, that doesn't all look good. Dynamics-wise, lots of unhappy people. Lots and lots of unhappy people. Some of those are defenders, probably because I got 2 centre-backs in on loan, and they probably didn't like it. Hey-ho, never mind. Right, so Shakora, the defensive midfielder from Germany, he's wanted. He's leaving at 1.3k a week. We can get better, I am sure. Right, that is that. I'm sure the board will want... Do we actually see expectations? Avoid finishing bottom. Get on. Look at that. The board have got no ambition. And they set the... Wow, they've given us 275,000 and 1.28k. So all in all, that isn't too bad. We might be able to do something with that. And probably not enough to challenge anyone near the top. And it'll be interesting to see if Young AZ are promoted. Because Young PSV, Young Utrecht, there was Young Ajax as well, all in the league. And I find it suspicious that anyone with a Young could get promoted. But I'm sure we will find out very soon. Right, I'm going to go off and see who I can sign, and we'll see you at the end of the summer. Okay, it's the summer. It's a slow burner, this one. It's so slow. But we have spent some money. So we've brought in 4 players. This guy, box-to-box midfielder, doesn't look too bad. He's our best player. He's come in on almost £2,000 a week on a 1-year deal. Yeah, we're quite happy with him. El Modane. Right, then we've got Tobias Nost. He is our new right back. The guy we had last year wasn't going to sign a new contract, so we sold him. Could get 950,000 for him. We replaced him with Nost. Not quite as good, but yeah, not too bad. We've got ourselves a new forward. This guy is Hamed Belkihir. He is formerly of teams Le Louvre in Belgium. Scored 10 goals in 34 games in the top league. Cost them 250,000. So, yeah, hopefully we've got ourselves quite a decent striker. You never know. And the last person we bought was the man we spent some money on, a 23-year-old central midfielder, apparently. But unlike him, we think he's a better winger. So hopefully my assistant manager's going to play him as a winger. That is the hope. Out the door went Bakker. His contract expired. Schwartz has gone out on loan. Bonner, that's our right back. He's the one that's going to go for eventually 950,000. Huth was going to go out on a free, but we had the option to extend him, so we extended him and then sold him. So we sold him for 325,000. Connor van der Berg has gone out for 325,000. He is or was a goalkeeper for us. He did play last season. And the last one out the door just recently was Tobias Pachanik, a right back who is probably better than the one we had, but he was on almost £5,000 a week, and I didn't sign him, so I didn't want him. So with me not wanting him and not signing him, he was sold 300,000. Thank you very much. So we've brought in 1.7 million. We also brought in a few quid towards the end of the last season. Marcus Stefan went out for 120,000, and Banis went out for 375. Then a few players also went out the door. We did bring in a couple of players. Eric Herrmann is our new goalkeeper. He's 21 years old. He's 6'6". He's German. He doesn't look too bad. And we also brought in, I'm sure we brought some others in, a youngster, Sebas Krechting. He was one of the youth prospects. Apparently I missed that, and I've now signed him. So I think that's up to date with signings and whatnot. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Onto the league and the stages and the season preview and Vitesse. We look down the bottom. We're 50-1. Look at that. That's why we have 4 teams that can't win the league. Therefore, they sit at the bottom. So we are second or equal 4th favourites to finish bottom. We're not expected to challenge at all. It looks like Young AZ are going to win it. They've got 5 players there in the first 11, 3 of which are at the of the top key players. But these ones, whoever you are, who are you? Zwolle. Pek Zwolle could be one of the top challengers. So that is that. Excuse me. We now have 2.4 million in the bank. Our debts and loans, net debt sets at 855,000. So it's because we've got money in the bank that it doesn't look as bad. But all in all, fairly happy with what we've done. The key thing here is we've got lots of young players who are quite good, scattered about the B team. Like this guy. Let's get him up into the senior squad. And this one, where do you play? Central midfield. Let's get you up to the senior squad. So fingers crossed, if we stick them up there, you never know. The good old assistant manager might actually choose to play them. Not too bothered by him. And under 19s, we have quite a number of players that shouldn't be in there, but others that should. They've just promoted those two. So yeah, we've got a lot of players with bags of potential in the youth team. So that's why I'm not overly concerned with our options. So we have changed formation a little bit. We're actually forcing a attacking midfielder this year. Zamberi, who was unhappy last year, is now forced. I'm forcing him into the team. Tasic is a youngster. He's Serbian. We've forced a contract on him, and hopefully he can hit his potential marks. And then we've also got Koenig, who so many different teams have tried to poach. He's one of our youth players, so we've offered him more of a contract, stuck him on the bench, and hopefully he'll get some game time now and again. Fingers crossed. You never know. Right, that's enough of me waffling. It's onwards and upwards. A nice mid-table finish this year would be ideal. End of season 2, and we didn't finish bottom. We finished 7th. I think that's the same as last year. Probably on less points, effectively. Look, Jean AZ won the league. What a shock. Zwolle went up in 11th. What on earth is that? It's such a strange little league, this, isn't it? We didn't lose the last 6 games this season, which is always a bonus. We will jump into the Cup, the Dutch Cup. What happened here? Ajax beat Go Ahead Eagles, but in the first round, we comfortably beat Sparta Rotterdam at 3-2. Easy. And then we beat Maastricht 2-0. We are some side, aren't we? And then we beat Fortuna Sittard of the Eredivisie. And in the quarter-final, we beat FC Den Bosch on penalties. We made it all the way to the semi-final before Go Ahead Eagles beat us 3-0. What a cup run we had. We're not very good in the league, but there we go. Goals. Bakir, he got 19 of them. Yuval ran on. Came in and got 7 goals and 8. 8 goals and 7 assists. 9 and 8 in total. Chardy Landu. Oh, why are you playing him? I didn't want you playing him. Trying to sell him. Ah, dear. Right. He got 6 goals, 11 assists. Tasic, 6 goals with 6 assists. That's not bad from our youngster. Look at him. He has grown. He's grown into a decent player. It could improve a lot. So fingers crossed we don't... Well, mind you, look at his value. I don't mind selling him so much then. Other players there. Millie Vietnam. Who's he? Did I sign him? Oh, don't tell me the transfer gods have been in and around. Yeah, look at that. We spent 125,000 on this guy. I'll let him off. He doesn't look too bad. He had 35 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. I do hate it when my director of football goes against me. Right, did we sell anyone? Tobias Pachnik. Yeah, that's the guy that's on £5,000 a week, wasn't it? So that was our last sale there. After him, we did sell Adam Tahui. That's fine. That was already in the process. Sam Peppers has gone to Nokke. He was obviously a youngster that was no real contract. We weren't interested. Yao Pinto, we sold him for 95,000. That's not bad. A striker we weren't interested in. Omar Zaguri, a youngish player, Moroccan. He's just gone out. And and the last one, Nima Mohammadi. Yeah, I'm not worried about him either. So all in all, we didn't do too badly there. We brought in 2.2 million. And if we actually look at recruitment, we've got 215,000 and a load of wage budget. So we might actually be able to do something. We won't be able to do anything. It just sounds good. So ability-wise, we've obviously got the guy he's bought, my youngster. Zubair, he's not done too badly. Bakir, Knost is still around and quite decent. The goalkeeper's there and quite decent. Okay. Moudain, the Frenchman we brought in, had high hopes for. Doesn't look so good anymore. He played 33 times. Yeah. But then we did have some youngsters. So Gerald Verver is coming through. So it just could be that we promote all these youngsters and hopefully one or two of them kick on and make good. Vidra. He was our best right winger and he's played somebody else at right wing. I hate assistant managers at times. Right, I'll stop moaning and do a bit of a clear out, see if we can generate a bit more cash. We've got 1.6 million in the bank. So all in all, that's not too bad. Sponsorships stands at 500,000 a year, which isn't too bad, is it? Most of that's the main kit sponsor. Yeah, I think we really need to kick on this year and hopefully we will do. It's tough going so far. Rightio, another summer just about done. We're about to start the season and we can see that bookies have us as 10th favourites at 25 to 1. So at least we've improved there, I guess. Right. You can see we've got 225,000 of 1.7, so 1,780 quid available in wages. And this is the business that we have done. Out has gone Edwin Johnson, and so has Noel someone or other. Philip Vidra has gone out on loan for the season. It's going to bring in this 100,000. Landu has gone out for 210,000, and Brull's gone out on loan. We have brought in Tobias Peltz. He's a defensive midfielder. He's going to sit at the base of our defence. He's slightly younger than the French guy we had last year. We've got in a new striker, Mark Amani. The Irishman has been around the block a few times on loan from various from Brighton to various clubs. So had a successful season at Reading, not quite so successful in the Championship with Wickham. So fingers crossed he's now at an age where he's going to do something. And then the last man in there is Hamdi Akajobi, who is really a wing-back. So that's where I'm tending to play him. Our skipper doesn't want to leave, so he's just going to get miserable on the bench this year. Other players that we signed are just youngsters. I could have sworn we'd signed more than 3 players. Here we go, we did. Sadin something or other, a centre-back. So he doesn't look too bad. He's a bit of an upgrade on the guy that we had last year. And then we had Nassi Churuk, a central midfielder. He's come in from Ajax's second team. So he doesn't look too bad either. And then we have to do this stupid thing again. Tony Riltz is somebody I think I may have overpaid for. But he can play centre back, play defensive midfield, and he can play central midfield. And I've just realised that I've given him the captain's vice captaincy when I was supposed to give it to someone else. That is really helpful. And then Nick de Koning is a young Dutch central midfielder. So we've beefed up the central midfield. We've got a striker in. We've got a right back. All in all, not too bad there. I don't think anyone of any note left the club around that time either. So some freebies went out. So nothing exciting or happening there. So we are going to be playing probably this formation so we can get a midfielder in, a defensive midfielder. If we pick without restriction and our best 11s, look something like this. Herman in goal. That's awfully unfortunate. He's picked up an injury. I didn't notice that. And I've just let our goalkeeper go out on loan. Oh no. What have I done? Director of football, save me. Right. We'll also do in possession and out of possession roles. So Nost and Zumberi. So our new centre back isn't even in amongst there. So I hate. How can that possibly be the best we've got? You can just go. It'll save us a bit of money. Bakir apparently is going to be on the right, Tasic on the left, and this guy, we've got better than that. What is going on here? Right, I still need to set the side up, but it's going to be in this kind of formation. We'll get some of the youngsters in. Revere, for instance, is our only left back at the moment, so he will get some game time. Tasic is our best left winger, so that's good. I haven't really tried to recruit there. We've obviously got Omani come in. Bakir can play as an inside forward. Oh, somebody's come in that's so much better than him. It might be then we actually do that. So if we go pick without restriction, that probably makes a bit more sense. Vidro obviously won't be there. We tried to sign him as a right winger last year. He didn't want anything of it. Right, I'm now going to set this team up properly. Probably try and have a quick nosy, see if there's a goalkeeper I can bring in, and roll the dice for the season. So we'll see how we get after the season simulated. We'll see how we get on. Okay, and here we are, end of the third season and the Dutch Cup. We enter in the first round, I believe. We did, and we beat Urk 3-0. In the second round, we lost to Sparta Rotterdam. Now, to be fair, in the division above, so not the end of the world. And in the league, we have finished third. Look at that. A nice third place. 6 points off the top. But if you notice, AZ and PSV were beaten into third place by two teams that are reserve sides. So that should mean we have gained promotion. We have achieved step one of the revival plan. That is impressive. So what I have found is the league is split into four. And in the first section, or first period, we finished third. 3 points behind Almere City. None of the young teams and none of the reserve teams are topped there. In the second phase, we finished fifth. We did lose 3 of our 9 games, so we lost a third of those. And in the third, we finished 7th. A long way behind, 9 behind Telstar. And in the final phase, we won. Just 2 defeats, won by 2 points. So, we had a good end to the season there. We were 10-1 there. And let's just see. Player stats. Can we see player stats? So, do we see anything fun and exciting? Appearances. Starting appearances. Games won. Lost. Red cards, yellow cards, distance covered. Average rating. Average rating sounds good. Any of our players? There we go. The Kia came 13th. Possession won, possession lost, offside. Team, no. Why don't we have just goals attacking? Penalties. Do we score any penalties? Mark Amani managed to get a few. He scored 28 goals. Can we just click on goals there? There we have it. Mark Amani was the league's best goal scorer with 28. Not that we actually get a specific stat for that. Goal mistakes, saves, crosses, high intensities, and all the fun stuff like that. But no, we don't actually see goals, which is a shame. Right, on to fixtures. We had a good pre-season, only conceded the one goal. We started the season with back-to-back defeats, but if we do remind ourselves that our keeper was out for 7 to 10 weeks, so we played the first game of the season without a keeper. I think we'd signed someone. I certainly approached someone, so he might have been in the team by then. And then we started on a decent run of form. You can see Mark Amani scored 4 consecutive games there. We did lose to AZ Alkmaar's reserve side, the Graafschap. PSV, we did beat Ajax second team, which is always nice. Sparta Rotterdam down. Oh, that's the Dutch Cup. Okay, that's fine. Quite a miserable month of January with only the one win. February was even worse. That was our third phase, it must have been. And then we start picking things up to the back end of the third phase and finished the season quite nicely. Amani certainly on the score sheet quite frequently, so he got 31 goals in all competitions with 6 assists. Vitesse, our attacking midfielder, 9 goals with 8 assists. Bekir, who was probably playing wide right, 8 goals, 12 assists. Tasic on the left, 6 goals, 10 assists. Then we've got Churak. He was from Ajax. Okay, so he's the more experienced of the two. He hasn't done too badly. Could probably have done with more game time, but hey ho. Yusuf Quayle, a youngster. He's come through our youth development, so that's always quite nice. Mohamed Abdallah, 2 goals, 1 assist. He's a youngster. Reitz, he did play a fair amount. 2 goals, 1 assist. He's the 23-year-old. He became our vice captain by mistake. And then we can see some other players all down here. And Gerald Verveer has come on leaps and bounds, look. He was a 2-star player at the beginning of the season, and by the end, 3.5, and could get better. Good second division player, could improve a lot. He's going to need to improve a very lot if we're in the Eri division next year. So there we have it. A very successful first part of this Vitesse rebuild story. So hopefully you've enjoyed all that. We have done well. I think it's taken a season longer than I expected, but all in all, it was a completely broken club, minus 12 points to start with. We were only expected to finish bottom all 3 years by the board. So having got promoted, in the next edition, we will be in Eredivisie. And it's now up to me to hopefully go out, spend some money. Talking of money, how much have we got? We've got 275,000 and 40 grand a week in wages. It might be a struggle to stay in Eredivisie, but that's our goal for the next season. And then after that, providing we've stayed in there, we will then try and build to be pushing for a European place. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one when we'll be here in division. Until then, ta-da.